Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, it feels like you're stuck in the same place? That time passes, but the results you so desire never arrive? Maybe it's the feeling of being overwhelmed with information but not knowing where to start or how to take the next step. If this sounds familiar, rest assured, you are not alone, and more importantly, there is a way out. The truth is that most people face this exact challenge because they have never been taught how to turn knowledge into action. They have dreams, but they get lost along the way, stuck in old patterns that prevent them from moving forward. It's frustrating, isn't it? But here's the point. You don't have to keep going like this. In this video, you will discover practical strategies to break through these blocks, adapt to changes, identify opportunities, and achieve real results. Here, we don't just talk about motivation. We offer tools for you to build the life you've always wanted, with clear and direct actions. But first, subscribe to the channel now. This way, you will have access to other transformative content that will help you achieve your goals in a practical and efficient way. The difference between amateurs and professionals. What separates a professional from an amateur is not talent or luck, but the ability to persist and have patience. An amateur tends to give up when faced with challenges, while a professional understands that difficulties are just steps along the way. He knows that true success comes after overcoming obstacles. Imagine a runner preparing for a marathon. He knows that training is hard, full of muscle pain and difficult days, but he continues because he understands that the effort will take him to the podium. The same happens in all areas of life. It doesn't matter if you want to prosper in your career, build a business, or achieve financial stability. The key is not to give up along the way, but how to apply this in everyday life. First, you need to adopt the right mindset. View each challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. Second, stay consistent. Small daily steps, taken with discipline, are much more effective than sporadic and impulsive actions. Lastly, learn to deal with failures. They don't define who you are, but they are tools to strengthen you. Be patient. Just like a tree that takes years to bear fruit, success is not immediate. It needs time to mature, and in the meantime, you must keep working, trusting the process. After all, the professional who perseveres is the one who, when the opportunity finally arises, is prepared to seize it with determination. Do you want to be the protagonist of your life? It all starts with the decision to never give up, even when everything seems stuck or challenging. True victory belongs to those who understand that persisting is the only way to achieve solid and lasting results. Turn knowledge into action. Having knowledge is important, but knowing how to apply it makes all the difference. Many people spend their lives accumulating information, reading books and watching videos, but never put anything into practice. And that's where the magic happens. True change only comes when learning is transformed into action. Imagine someone who studies cooking for years, knows all the recipes and techniques, but never cooks anything. This person will never be a real chef because what defines a professional is not how much he knows, but how much he does with what he knows. In the financial world, this is even more evident. Knowing how to save, invest, or create sources of income is only valuable if you actually apply these strategies in your daily life. It is important to understand that action requires courage. You won't always have all the answers or guarantees of success, but starting is essential. Run small tests, adjust your strategies as needed, and learn from your mistakes. The secret is to get out of theory and onto the battlefield, because that's where you'll discover what really works. If you're watching this video so far, it's because you want to build a better future. So why not take the first step today? Leave your like in this content as a commitment to yourself that you will start taking action. Write in the comments, "I will turn knowledge into action." This way, you reinforce your decision and inspire other people to do the same. Remember, knowledge without action is like a car with a full tank of gas but parked. It has all the potential to go far, but it will never move until someone drives it. Now, it's time for you to take control and drive toward success. Adapt to the rhythm of the modern world. We live in a world in constant transformation. The speed of technological, economic, and social change is impressive. What was true yesterday may no longer be true today. To thrive in this scenario, it is essential to learn to adapt and be prepared to act quickly. Think about technology, for example. A few years ago, social networks were just a means of interaction between friends. Today, they are powerful tools for business and communication. Those who realize this change in time are reaping the rewards, while those who resisted the transformation ended up being left behind. The ability to adapt does not just mean accepting changes, but anticipating them. This involves being aware of trends, investing in continuous learning, and taking chances on new paths. The more flexible you are, the more opportunities you will be able to see and take advantage of. Now, an important consideration. Are you prepared to face the speed of change? How do you react when something unexpected comes up? Leave it in the comments. I'm ready to act and adapt. I want to know how you deal with the challenges of such a dynamic world. Also, remember that adapting is not just about adjusting to the external, but also about adjusting your mindset. Being open to new ideas, reevaluating your methods, and, above all, accepting that making mistakes is part of the process are fundamental steps towards growth. He who stands rigid, like an oak facing a storm, may break. Those who are flexible, like bamboo, cross the wind and remain firm. Find opportunities in difficulties. Often, the greatest opportunities are hidden in the most challenging moments. A problem, when looked at with a strategic mindset, can reveal possibilities that previously seemed invisible. It's like looking at a storm and realizing that it brings not only destruction, but also the chance to renew and rebuild with greater strength. Seeing opportunities amid difficulties requires mental training. Instead of focusing on what was lost, you need to ask, what can I gain from this? Innovative companies, for example, emerged from moments of crisis. During times of recession, some people saw opportunities to solve problems that no one was addressing, while others were paralyzed by fear. Furthermore, it is important to understand that opportunities do not always come with signs indicating the way. Sometimes they are disguised as challenges that test your ability to adapt and be creative. The ability to identify potential in adverse situations is what separates those who thrive from those who merely survive. Another crucial point is to act quickly when the opportunity arises. Time is a resource that cannot be recovered, and hesitating too much can mean losing the chance to change your life. This does not mean acting on impulse, but rather being prepared with knowledge and strategy to seize the right moment. Finally, remember that every step you take towards solving a problem is a step toward growth. Difficulties shape not only results, but also character. If you can look beyond the problem and focus on the opportunity, you will be building a solid foundation for success. The power of communication and influence. True influence comes not just from the position we occupy, but from the way we communicate and persuade those around us. While power based on positions and titles is fleeting, personal power, supported by the ability to express oneself and gain trust, is what really lasts. Effective communication is like a bridge that connects ideas and actions. When you master the art of speaking with clarity, emotion, and purpose, you can transform a simple conversation into a moment of inspiration. Memorable leaders know how to use words to motivate, teach, and convince. This does not mean manipulating, but rather aligning objectives and creating understanding. Another fundamental point of communication is listening. A good conversation is not just about what you say, but also about how you listen. When someone feels heard, a bond of trust is created that strengthens influence in the relationship. Remember, mindful silence can be as powerful as the right words. Eloquence and persuasion are tools that transcend careers and reach personal life. Knowing how to express yourself in different situations, from a business meeting to an informal conversation, can open doors, build partnerships, and resolve conflicts more efficiently. By focusing on developing your communication, you also increase your presence. People with good public speaking and charisma naturally attract attention, which gives them an advantage in a world where competing for attention is the norm. Be clear, be authentic, and use your words to create impact. Another point is the importance of an open mentality. Keeping an open mind is like carrying a master key that opens doors to new possibilities. When we close ourselves off to new ideas, we limit our growth. A receptive mindset allows us to see opportunities where others only see barriers. It is this attitude that helps us leave the ordinary and achieve the extraordinary. An open mind is curious, inquisitive, and flexible. She does not immediately reject the unknown, but seeks to understand before judging. In a world that changes every moment, this characteristic is essential. Imagine, for example, a businessman who refuses to adopt new technologies because he has always done things a certain way. It runs the risk of becoming outdated while competitors more open to change stand out. This does not mean accepting everything without criteria, but evaluating new ideas with balance and strategic vision. Often, the solution to a problem comes from an approach we have never considered before. Having the humility to learn from other people, even the most unexpected ones, is one of the greatest assets of anyone who wants to grow. Another benefit of an open mindset is the ability to better deal with change. While some see novelty as a threat, those who are open-minded see opportunities for adaptation and innovation. This builds resilience in times of difficulty, allowing you to move forward even in challenging situations. Finally, remember that a closed mind is like a parachute that doesn't open. Useless. Open up to the new, explore different perspectives, and allow your vision to expand. This way, you will be taking another step towards success, recognizing and taking advantage of hidden opportunities. Often, the best opportunities appear unexpectedly and at first glance may seem like problems. Identifying them requires a strategic mindset, capable of seeing beyond difficulties. Instead of focusing on the obstacle, those who are attentive can find ways to turn it into a stepping stone to something bigger. For example, during economic crises, some see only losses, while others identify needs in the market and create innovative solutions. These people understand that opportunities don't come wrapped in perfect packages. They often require effort, vision, and courage to take advantage of. To recognize these chances, it is essential to develop a keen eye and stay prepared. This includes investing in skills that can be applied in unexpected times. Furthermore, acting quickly is crucial because hesitating can cause the opportunity to pass by. However, speed does not mean impulsiveness, but rather being strategically prepared to make assertive decisions at the right time. Taking advantage of opportunities also requires confidence in yourself. Often, what stops someone from moving forward is not a lack of ability, but the fear of failure. Overcoming this fear is essential to enjoying what life has to offer. Remember that each attempt is a chance to learn and grow. Now I want to talk about the power of independent learning. Relying exclusively on other people to acquire knowledge is a common mistake that limits growth. The ability to learn independently is a powerful skill that can open doors to continuous and unlimited development. When you take control of your learning, you eliminate barriers and expand your potential. Imagine you want to learn about investing. Waiting for a course or guidance from someone can be useful, but it is not a substitute for actively searching for information. Researching books, watching videos, following experts, and applying what you learn in practice are steps that put you in control of your progress. Furthermore, learning alone develops other important skills, such as discipline, curiosity, and the ability to solve problems. I'm not saying to abandon mentors or teachers, but understand that they should complement, not replace, your personal efforts. After all, real evolution happens when you go beyond the limits of what you already know. Another essential point is that independent learning creates flexibility. The world is constantly changing, and traditional teaching methods do not always keep pace. Those who know how to learn on their own have the advantage of adapting quickly to new demands and opportunities. Finally, the ability to seek knowledge on your own is what differentiates those who depend on external circumstances from those who take control of their own destiny. Adopt this mindset, and you will see that there are no limits to what you can achieve. Changing the paradigm to advance. What often stops us from achieving new results is the way we see the world and the possibilities around us. A paradigm is like a mental filter that defines how we interpret events and make decisions. When we remain stuck in a limited paradigm, we repeat the same behaviors and results. To move forward, you need to change this filter. Think of a person who believes he will never be successful because he was born into a humble family. This belief shapes your actions and limits your choices. But by changing their perspective, that same person may realize that their origins do not define their future. She can use this experience as motivation to build something bigger. The paradigm shift begins with awareness. Question your beliefs. Are they helping or stopping you from moving forward? Then, replace limiting thoughts with ideas that promote growth. If you believe something is impossible, try seeing it as a challenge to be overcome. This simple change can open previously invisible paths. Additionally, surrounding yourself with people who think outside the box can speed up this process. Conversations and interactions with those who have already achieved different results help expand your vision. Learning from other people's experiences is an effective way to identify new paradigms and adopt them for your reality. When you change the way you see the world, the results start to change too. Everything that seemed out of reach becomes possible. And with this new perspective, you will be more prepared to act, grow, and achieve. Adaptability as an essential skill. Adapting to change is not just an advantage, but a necessity in a world that constantly evolves. Being flexible and resilient is what allows you to not only survive, but thrive in an environment full of uncertainty. This ability differentiates those who advance from those who fall behind. Adaptability is not about giving in to any circumstance, but rather adjusting strategies and mindsets to overcome challenges. Imagine bamboo in a storm. It bends but does not break, while oak, being rigid, can be uprooted. The same happens with people and businesses. Those who adjust remain firm, while those who resist change risk disappearing. This flexibility also involves accepting that mistakes are part of the process. Every failure is an opportunity to learn and improve. Instead of fearing the unknown, adopt a curious and proactive stance. Be a problem solver, someone who sees changes as a chance to innovate and evolve. Adapt to the rhythm of the world. Use the tools available and be willing to always learn. This mindset is the basis for creating opportunities where no one else sees them, overcoming unexpected challenges, and achieving significant results. Remember, the future belongs to those who know how to reinvent themselves. If you've made it this far, it's clear that you want to achieve extraordinary results in life. So, subscribe to the channel right now. By doing this, you will have access to valuable content full of practical tips and strategies to grow in all areas of your life. Being subscribed to the channel is like having a compass to guide you towards your goals. Leave your like, comment what caught your attention the most, and share this video with someone who needs to hear these messages. This way, you not only reinforce what you learned, but also help other people to be inspired and take their first steps towards success. Let's build a life of achievement and growth together.